that wants to be heard gets heard. And there's gonna be some people that I don't really feel like need to be heard, but at the end of the day, it's also about giving a fair shot. Right? Get at me, dog.
What's up, Peep Squad? Peep Squad is in the building, baby. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated. From the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples, Peep Squad is in the building. Where my dogs at? Let's talk about DMX. With a heavy heart, I bring the story to you guys. This is really sad to hear that DMX has suffered a drug overdose on Friday night. He is currently in the hospital, and it doesn't look good. But you know what? God got the last word, and DMX has spoken about God all through his music and praised God all through his music. And you know, Kanye West took it to another level, and Kanye West is like gospel music now. But when it came back into the 90s, back then and at that time, DMX had the courage to stand up and, you know, let people know about how much he loves God and how God has protected him and how important God is to him in his life. But in any event, DMX has suffered, you know, so much throughout his life and also his childhood. He has hurt others, and others have hurt him too. To the children of DMX, because I know they're in pain, I know they're hurting. You know, they wanted a relationship with their father, and you know, hopefully they will actually get the love and the healing that they can get from one another, from DMX and from his children working together. And hopefully this is not the final shot. This is not the last be all, that DMX will come out of this situation in the hospital, because it's very serious, because it's alleged that DMX, you know, had an overdose. And this is what people close to DMX told TMZ, that DMX overdose. Also, with that happening, it triggered a heart attack. So now DMX is in a hospital. DMX was rushed to the hospital in White Plains, New York, and he's in critical care unit. Like, Lord have mercy. Let's send the angels up to protect DMX and bring him back whole, with his whole brain working, with all his bodily functions working, and also a better, improved, and a healed DMX, that he's no longer able to desire or wants any type of narcotics in any type of way, that he's healed from that demon and that addiction that he suffers from, because it is a disease. Because every time they get high, they hurt, and they hurt others. You think anybody wants to live in that torment and that torture over and over, just trying to erase the pain of the past, of being taken advantage of, being neglected as a child, you know, raised in the system? DMX been through a lot, and he also conquered so much in his life too, as well, as far as being an entertainer, an actor, a writer, a producer, just a genius all the way around. And when it wasn't cool to say Jesus, or, you know, say the Lord's Prayer, or talk about God in your music as an uplifting, even though you're talking about crime and street activity, but just knowing that thugs need love too, aka Tupac. But in any event, we wish DMX come out of this. DMX come out of this, come out of this, come out of this. That he is healed and his brain is fully functioning, and functioning even better. And we send love to his children too as well, because his first wife, if they actually got the closure that they needed and actually said the words that they needed to say to each other to move on and be prosperous in life. Because when someone departs from this earth, that is your parent, and they depart with you guys being in turmoil, it's hard for that child to go on too as well. But the children have been, you know, living their life without DMX, allegedly. But in any event, we hope that they get closure and heal from the pain that they all suffer from. It's really a sad situation. Lord have mercy. They are stating that DMX may be in a vegetative state. Lord, and the doctors caution that it does not look good, but God got the last say. And let's send prayers, let's send hope, healing, and protection towards DMX, that he pulls through. He pulls out of this, and he becomes the man that he always wanted to be, the man that he was at one point in his life that he was. But this man, DMX, has went through a lot. He has really had a traumatic childhood, a traumatic life, and then from the poverty, from the, neglect, from the abuse as a child, and then in his 20s being a star, going platinum. DMX has been platinum about 4 or 5 times, with one album going platinum 4 times, another album going platinum another 4 times, another album going platinum 3 times. DMX is very talented. He's an actor. He's a father. He was a husband. He was a savior to so many people that he has helped out throughout his lifetime too as well, because there's a lot of artists that he's helped. There's a lot of people he's put on. There's a lot of people he trained in music because they was in the studio with DMX. So you guys let me know what you think about this situation. To rehab, and he's been going back and forth to rehab. That means he also desired to be clean. But every time he slips and he falls and he can't get up and he goes back to that even hurts him even more and brings him and further stay away from reality. DMX can only do it for himself, and he wasn't strong enough to save himself from this disease or get rid of this disease that he has suffered his whole life from, because the disease that he suffered from actually comforted him when he was a youth, when he was out in the streets, when he was homeless, when he was lonely, when he had nobody to turn to, when the industry turned on him, when he found out all the plots that was going on and all the lies and the deception and the deceit and the demons and the demonic things that went on in the music business, in the industry, So it's really a sad situation as well. And you're taking someone from that mindset and where they grew up, where how they learned to live, the school of hard knocks by yourself. It says nature versus nurture, and he didn't have any of that, really. So you take that man and you give him $1 million or $2 million. He don't know really what to do with it, especially if he don't got guidance, especially if there's not somebody there trying to make sure things are put in different places, things are taken care of. And then the people that you put in the positions might be stealing from you if you don't understand the business. And this is what happens to a lot of famous people. But it's really a very sad situation all the way around. And hopefully there's healing and he is saved mentally and physically. Because I know there's a lot more he had to do. I know there's a lot more that he wants to do. This is really, really a sad situation. The last time we seen DMX, he was out there with Snoop Dogg on the Versa battles. Like, that was going crazy. It was off the chain, and I enjoyed every minute of the situation. I watched from the beginning to the end and recorded it my goddamn self to have it. We send peace, blessings, healing for DMX and